Deontay Wilder versus Zhilei Zhang, June 1st. Undercard of Artem Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol. Wilder looked tired and disheveled at that press conference, bro. He looked old. His hair was all thinning on top. There was no life, no energy in his eyes. He looked like a spent force. Was it just jet lag? For Wilder's sake, I hope so. Because he's going to need some of that old energy, that old aggression, that old determination, that fire in his belly to overcome the big man from China. Even though Zhilei Zhang's older by a couple years, he's the fresher of the two. He hasn't taken the beatings that Deontay Wilder has taken. Zhang still has some pep in his step. You know, you see his interviews and he's full of life. He's got a cheeky sense of humor. Yeah, we know he's got a suspect gas tank. But in the early rounds, he's very, very dangerous indeed. In fact, Joseph Parker said that Zhilei Zhang is a bigger puncher than Deontay Wilder. To be fair, Wilder never really caught him properly, at least not to the head. Maybe he caught him to the body or whatever, or on the shoulder. But yeah, that's what Parker says, that Zhilei Zhang's a bigger puncher than Deontay Wilder. And I've been saying for a while, I think Zhang's top 3 in the heavyweight division as far as punching power. The other 2 being Deontay Wilder and Bakadir Jalilov. Number 4, you'd probably go Anthony Joshua. But anyway, in order for Deontay Wilder to stand a serious chance of beating Zhilei Zhang, he's going to need to be switched on. I think the most likely scenarios here are going to be Zhilei Zhang winning the fight by knockout early, let's say in the first 4 or 5 rounds, or Deontay Wilder taking advantage of Zhang's poor stamina and managing to win late. That's best case scenario actually, because they both put in horribly boring performances against Joseph Parker in their last contest. There's always the possibility it goes the distance and neither guy throws a punch. Let's hope it don't come to that. Wilder says he's rediscovered his fire and all this, but is he just saying that for a payday? Is that all he's turned up for? To collect a check? You know, Wilder's never been very comfortable dealing with southpaws. He was getting outboxed for long stretches against Artur Spilka back in the days. He obviously knocked him out late, but he was getting outboxed in that fight. He was getting outboxed in both the fights he had against Luis Ortiz, particularly the second fight. I mean, he hadn't won a round up until he landed the knockout blow. I think that was in the 6th or 7th. So he really struggles with the angles of a southpaw. Really struggles. And by the time of that second Ortiz fight, he decided to just not throw any punches to avoid being countered and just wait it out until Ortiz made a mistake, overcommitted, got defensively sloppy. That was literally Deontay Wilder's strategy. Would that strategy work against Zhilei Zhang? Well, it depends on how active Zhang's willing to be in the early rounds. If Zhang's too conservative, then for my money, Deontay Wilder's chances start to rise exponentially if Zhang's not letting his hands go early. Because Wilder does have the better stamina out of the two. I'm not saying Zhang needs to jump on Deontay Wilder early and be reckless, but he needs to start letting some shots go, going down to the body, coming back up to the head, you know, like he was doing with Joe Joyce. Taking advantage of Wilder's sloppiness before Wilder can find any kind of timing. That's his best chance, I think. And as I say, Wilder, he just needs to try and get out of those early rounds. Drag Zhang into the second half of the fight where he's going to be far less active, and then he can start letting the big shots go without the same degree of danger in terms of being countered. Anyway, if I had to pick a winner, I'd lean towards Zhilei Zhang at this stage. To get Wilder out of there, I want to say inside 6 rounds. But with 2 massive punches like this, and one of them with a particularly bad stamina problem, anything can happen. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments section below. And by the way, I'm only covering 3 of the 6 fights on this card here on my YouTube channel. I'm covering the other 3 on my Patreon page. So if you want access to those, along with a load of other exclusive boxing content, head on over to my Patreon page and select the boxing tier. There's no contract, no commitment. You can cancel at any time, just like Netflix, but it's a whole lot cheaper. We've even got a members chat on there. So yeah, come join us.